This is probably one of the most important videos that I've ever made, which is how do you get your first client? It's the one thing that determines if you're gonna be successful or not. It's that first client. It's that first payment. And words can't even describe how it feels when you get that first payment. It's a whole new world that opens up for you because all of a sudden someone on the internet paid you for a service that didn't take your time, that didn't take your physical work. It might have taken some digital work, but it's a whole new world opens up because all of a sudden you know, okay, now it's possible. When you can get your first payment, it means you can get your second, you can get your 10th, you can get your 100 payment, because now you know that you can actually make it online. But here's the problem. It's also why most people give up. They don't land their first client. They try something, they try it for a bit of time, not that long, and then they give up because they don't have any success. People are not responding to them when they are reaching out to them. People are not picking up the phone when they call them, and they think, well, online business must be a scam, or, well, it might not be for me, and they give up and they go back to their 9 to 5 or whatever they were doing before. So the entire goal of this video will just be to show you how to land that first client, guaranteed. And here's the thing, when people start out, they don't know how to work. They have no work ethic. So they go in and they think, okay, I'm gonna land my first client the first 5 hours of doing this. They try it and then they see no results, they give up, boom, it's over. Here's a way where you put in an immense amount of time and you offer services for free. Yes, for free, but I'll get to the point. But it also means that you will get clients because you can upsell after that free offer. It's called a decoy offer. Let me show you how it works. And to do that, I'll literally just do it right in front of your eyes. So you can just copy it. This video might be the most important video that you ever see, because it might be the video that makes you not give up. First thing we'll do is that we'll head to Google Maps. And if you're targeting a local area, your own country or whatever, you can pick that market. For now, I'm just gonna show it in, let's find a Charleston right here. So I'll just go to Charleston and I'll search something like hair salons. And what that's gonna show me, it's gonna show me a bunch of hair salons that I can potentially work with. What I then do is that I scroll here on the left side until I find someone that don't have too many reviews, like this one, 50. And I then see if I can find their website. You can see Salon 120. You can see Salon 120 Day and Spa. They don't even have a website. They have 50 reviews and they have really good reviews as well. I can even read the reviews to see what they say. Great experience. They even have some salons. You can see they seem like nice people, but they don't have a website yet. And here's what someone would do that is brand new to business, that don't know this trick. They'll call them up and they'll try to sell them a website, and they might succeed, but it's gonna be hard. And we don't want it to be hard. We want to put in so much amount of work right now that we are guaranteed to get the first results. So what you can do now is that you can take this phone number and you can call them. And if they don't pick up the phone, you can send them a text. And you basically just say, hey, I checked you out on Google Maps. I can see you have a bunch of reviews and people love your service, but I couldn't seem to find a way to book online. You either text them that or you call them up and say that. And they're gonna say, well, I don't really have my website set up yet or something. They're gonna come up with an excuse. And then you tell them this and use these exact words. Would you be against me setting up your website completely for free? No hidden fees, no monthly cost afterwards, absolutely nothing, completely for free. I'll build it for you. I will show it to you. If you don't like it, then we just split ways and we call it a day. But if you do like it, you get the website completely for free, host it completely for free. Would you be against that? Who is gonna say no to that? It's about giving an offer that's so good that people will feel stupid to say no. And this might not be a valid offer. Like, you might not be able to do this offer when you're making 10 or 20K a month, because then you don't have the time. But here's the thing, you're just starting out. You have an infinite amount of time. You call 20 of these businesses that don't have a website every single day. That's gonna take you between an hour or 2 a day, 20 a day, until you have around 5 to 10 websites that you need to create for free. So we are still doing this for free. But let me show you what we then do, because you don't have to go in and custom code a website. We are not living in 2005 anymore. What you do is that you go in and you create a sub account on High Level. Go High Level can be a bit expensive. You can see the starter plan is $97 a month and the agency unlimited plan is $297 a month. But you can actually get unlimited sub accounts for free if you're a member of the 1%. What we have done is for all of the members inside of the 1%, we have paid, so you guys don't have to, so you guys get unlimited high level. And this means that you can join the group and then not have to pay for any other softwares and be able to do this method completely for free with unlimited websites. You can check that out on the link right below this video. Then you go under sites, you hit under websites, and you click new website right here. And then you can choose from templates, because it literally doesn't have to take you more than 10 minutes to create a website like this. You should do a really good job and you should really put time into making it really nice, but it really shouldn't take you too long. Then you find a website that fits their brand. It could be like this one maybe. You find a good template that you think looks good. It could also be this one. This one looks kind of professional. So we have some stuff going on right here. The team, where they are. I don't really like it though. This one looks kind of good. And this is also like universal. You can see the background, it even pops in. This one is nice. It even has animations when they pop in. This one is perfect. So what you do is that you click continue. And then you create the new website by adding the template. And you want to do a good job. So right now it doesn't even look like they have a logo. Maybe they do on this. Salon 120 Day and Spa. So what you can do is that you can go inside of Canva and let's create them a quick logo as well. You just create a new logo like this. And in the design, you search for, let's say, a salon like this one. This one is cool. You want it to fit with the color scheme of this. So I can take this, I like this font for example. I want this in this like grayish font. So I can take a screenshot of this. I can head over to Hexi from picture and take it from this image picker and I can get the exact color that it is. Because you want to do a good job. You don't just want to create a terrible website because they have spent their time and they're gonna go on a meeting with you. You want to make it look professional. There we have it. Maybe make this a little larger. And I'm gonna call this 120 Day and Spa. Salon 120 is what it's called. Day Spa. I think this looks pretty awesome, this logo. Maybe make it a little larger like this, centered like that. Awesome. What I can do now, I can just click share and I can download it. But here's the thing, and I can just download it like this. But we want it in PNG fashion so it looks good. So I can go into background remover. There we go. Let me see if it removes something that I didn't want. It actually looks kind of good. Let's download it and see how it looks. Because then I can go back into this high-level website editor. I can click on the logo and I can scroll down until I find this brand logo. I can click upload. I can just upload this picture. I actually need to click this logo right here. I can click this and click upload and I can choose the one with the removed background. You see it's very small now, so we can make the width or the height like maybe 100 pixels. So now it looks like this, Salon 120. I think this looks really good. And then you should change this to their brand. It's a beauty salon, Salon Day Spa. You can maybe go some of the reviews and say what's good. You can just change this to give your pretty hair a better look. And you can maybe just enhance the beauty of your hair with our expert care. I think this looks pretty good. Instead of this image, we can maybe take something that is more to do with like hair. So what I can do is that inside of Canva, I can go inside of photos. I can actually search for haircuts. A haircut that I think would be, this one is a kid for example. It seems like they had some business with kids. So I can take this and save it. Then I can insert it, for example, right here. For this one right here, I can take another picture, look like that, pedicure as well. So I can go inside of photos. This one looks similar to the one we had. This looked good. This. Save it. Maybe I actually like that one better. And then you can change this. Like if you really want to do a really good job, which you should, like you're just starting out, you have unlimited time in the world, go in and read the reviews. See what they say on Facebook. You can even take the pictures that they have from their Facebook page. You know, where you can really like stand out is if you remember stuff. If it says how long they've been in business, then make sure to include that on the website. Like really do your research, go through everything. And be thorough. If there's some information that you don't have, like years of experience, then just write something that makes sense. And here comes an important thing as well for the testimonials. You really want to insert real testimonials. So you can either take the Google reviews, like this image right here, and insert it right here. You want to show real results because they're spending their time on this, you know? And again, for the shop, you insert the right address. Like this needs to be as detailed as possible. They shouldn't feel like you just went in and made this from a template. And like you shouldn't. You should really go in and actually spend time on this. You should take that phone number as well. Take that email if you can find one. Doesn't look like the email is here. Is it inside of Facebook? You can see I even tried to go to their website and the website is not even up. I can't find any email though. And then the site location, you can take the domain that they already own, like this one, .com domain. And we insert their logo again that we created for them. This copyright, call it Salon 120. Right now, year like this. I say this. So now we have the landing page done. If I preview it, see it comes in with animations and stuff, which looks good. And all of this has animations, which is awesome. For their services, you should of course also include their services. And you should insert real testimonials. So we are still missing this one right here. I would take this hair picture of their reviews. Let's go. So that is the main page. We also want to update the contact us page. So here they can put an appointment. This. Again, you want to insert the address. Make sure it's a complete website. Don't skip anything. Go through everything and make sure that it all looks good. Now you have a website for them. And what you do is that you then book a meeting with them to show them this website. So all you do in this meeting is that you don't try and sell them anything yet. Instead, you show them the actual website. So that you show them what you have made. That it actually looks good. That it's actually a fully functioning website that they need. And that looks good. Because they're gonna think, damn, I want this as my website. They're probably gonna say, can we change this and this and this as well? And what do you say? You say, yes, I can do this completely for free for you. Because this website is completely free. So step 1 done, that is finding a business that wants a completely free website. Step 2 is done, which is creating them this beautiful looking website and then hopping on a meeting with them to show it. And now comes step 3, which is now we have a happy customer. It doesn't matter that they didn't pay anything. We have helped someone with a real service that is valuable. And that's the first step. Congratulations. Now what we want to do is we want to upsell them on services. This is a decoy offer. We say completely free website, free of charge. You don't pay absolutely anything. And we give them the website. We host the website. We launch it. We get it live. Right? And here's where human psychology comes into play, which is that when you give someone something, it is human psychology and evolutionary in our brain to say, okay, I want to give something back. So by you giving something completely for free and showing, here's the important thing, that you show that you've put in work, right? You've spent time building a good looking website that you show on the meeting. And you keep showing that you really want to provide value to this business. Like if they have anything they want changed, do it completely for free. Just say, sure, we can change that. Sure, let's do this and this and this. But here comes the thing. You can now upsell AI services on top of this. The first thing you want to sell is the system. And I'll show you what you can create. You can say that you now have a form on your website and we can either do it so people just sign up with their name and phone number and then you have to reach out to them, or we can get them to book an appointment directly into their calendar. You can see on this contact page right here, we haven't set up any form yet. And the way they do it right now, you want to do some research on this, is that they want people to text them or call them to book an appointment. So what you can do is that you can sell them high level. You can sell them a sub account where they can manage their appointments on as a service. And you can charge, let's say $50 a month for this or $100 a month for this. You want to start small. This is your first client that you're landing, and setting up a sub account would cost you $0, so it's all profit. So that's the first thing you want to sell. You want to sell them a calendar where they can track their appointments. Let me show you how to set that up. If they say yes to this calendar, you can create it beforehand to show them what it is and what it looks like. You hit inside of calendar settings, and then you can create a new calendar, event calendar, this one. Then we call it appointment, for example. The meeting duration, it's not really a meeting, but it's an event. It's 60 minutes. We can set the availability of the shop, like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on all these days. And then we give it a custom URL. This could be hair appointment like this. This doesn't really matter. And you click confirm. Awesome. Now we have the calendar created. And what we can do now is that we can go back into the website under sites, under websites, and choose the nails bar that we just set up. Click edit on the contact page. And for the form, you can delete this and instead add the calendar. And then we select the calendar that we just created, which we call appointment. And now it will look like this. So I'll save it and I'll show you a preview of it, which is now you have a calendar, book an appointment. They choose that they want this date, on this date, click select. And now they fill in their name, last name, phone number, email, and they schedule a meeting. So you literally just tell them that I've made this website completely for free. It's yours to have and I'll host it for you completely for free. But if you want this calendar, then it's $50 a month. It's $75 a month. Set it to something small, because this is your first client. You would just want to get that first payment. You want to get some money in the door. Great. A lot of people, because you created them a full website completely for free, are gonna say yes to this. So what do you do after they say yes? You give them another offer, another upsell. Then you say, I took a look while setting up your website. I saw on your Google My Business page that you only have 50 reviews, which are all great. You have 4.9. but only 50 reviews, while your competitors like Sales Euphoria, you can name a couple that you like really show that you've looked into it. Mac Studio, Chroma Hair, they all have 460, 385. You can even share your screen on the call so they can really see this with their own eyes, that they have the least amount of Google reviews in the entire town, even though they have a better rating, which means they are great at what they do. So after they've said yes to having the system, then you just say, well, I can actually integrate into this system a Google review AI. And it is AI, don't get scared, but here's what it does. After every single appointment, it sends a text to them and basically just asks them, hey, thank you so much for coming by. I hope you had a great time. Were you satisfied with the results? They might say yes, or they might say no. But what this AI will then do is it will determine if they were happy or not. And if they were happy, it will send them a Google review. And that will ask every single customer that comes by for a Google review, which means that they're going to get a bunch more Google reviews. You ask them if they want this, they're going to say, how much does it cost? And you're going to say around, well, it's another $75 a month to have this running. And a lot of them are going to say yes. So all of a sudden, you went from $0 a month for this customer to $150 a month for this customer. And you don't stop there. Well, then you say, we just created a website for you. I can place a website widget on it as well that's based on your company information, your prices, so people can instantly get answers on the questions they have. You might even show them a demo of a website widget like this that they can place on their website. And they're going to ask, well, how much is that? And you're going to say, well, it's another $75 a month. So all of a sudden, you package a bunch of different AI services on top of the free website that you made them, which is just going to provide them more value. And they are way more entitled to say yes because you gave something before you made an ask. So then you can sell them a website widget for their website that you help them set up. And you don't stop there. You have so many different AI services that you can sell to a local business. For example, you can say, well, who's your receptionist right now? Then you can say, does your receptionist ever miss calls if someone calls while you are cutting hair, for example? Then say, yeah, it has happened once or twice. Then you say, well, then you're missing out on money. We can also install a voice receptionist for you. That basically just, all it does is that if you miss a call, then it picks up the phone for you. So it's not like it's gonna take over the calls for you. There's a little hint, this is where you start. It's not like it's gonna take over the calls for you. But what it'll do is that if you miss a call, or if they call while you are at home, so like out of hours, or on days where you are closed, it'll still pick up the phone and book them in for an available time. You can create a voice receptionist inside of High Level as well. Do you get the point now? You start completely for free. You put in a bunch of time into creating a good looking website. And it'll happen that people are just gonna take the website and then dip or say that they don't want anything else. But for some things, you'll also become their tech partner. You'll become, if they have something that they want to set up, an automation, text messages, anything, they're gonna come to you. And let me show you something. This client right here is a local car detailer that I've had for 2.5 years. And he has paid me in total $10,500 from small things, small adjustments, small things that he wanted to implement. Because this $150, if you have him over 2 years, it really adds up. You can see, and all of these payments are just $50. Do you see the point now? This is how you land your first client. You give before you ask. You stop being this naive beginner that thinks that you are entitled to clients, that thinks that you are entitled for people to pay you money for services that you have just learned. And instead, you give before you ask. You show that you are capable of things before you ask for any money. And then after you've given people results, after you've given them a website that they truly love, that you have worked together with them on to make it truly like awesome, that's when you can sell them on things. That's when you can say, well, do you want this? I just set this up for another client. Do you want this as well? And you keep doing this. This is not something that you do just on the first call. If you all of a sudden have learned how to create a Google review agent and you already have 5 other clients that are local businesses, then you take that agent and you send them a text to hop on a call and you offer that to them as well. So there are so many services that you can upsell to. And here's the thing, after the website, right? After you've given them results for no cost, you also ask them for a testimonial. You say, here's my Trustpilot. Can you go in and write me a testimonial of what you thought about it? You're building credibility. And guess what? If you offer something for free and they buy, they're also going to tell their friends. They're going to tell their other local shops that, well, this guy made me a cool website and now he installed a website widget as well, which I love too. It's really cool. I'm starting to implement AI into my business. And you know what? That one customer might become 3 customers because he tells 3 friends. And that's how you go from this to this. That's how you get momentum. Okay? I'm so tired of people brand new in the space, so entitled and thinking they're gonna get their first client from a service that they just learned with no testimonials, no credibility, nothing. And then they give up and say, well, it doesn't work. If you do this and you do it with, let's say, 5 websites, 10 websites, 20 websites, 100 websites, I can guarantee you that you're gonna land your first client. It's that easy. Well, it's not that easy. It takes time. It takes time to learn how to set up this website as well. But it builds credibility, but it's simple. This is not what's going to get you to 50 or 100K a month. What it will do is that it'll land you your first client and you can get to 10K a month doing this. If you get good at upselling services on top of the website. Like I said, if you want high level completely for free, so you can set up these websites completely for free without paying $297 a month, which is what high level costs. And if you also want ready to sell agents and services that you can upsell on top of your already existing services, then make sure to check out our 1% community in AI. There's 570 people in here that are all on the same path as you. Zach Peterson, he's been here for a while. He just says he just reached $8,500 in monthly recurring revenue, up 160% compared to the $3,200 that he made last month. If you take one thing away from this video, then it is don't be entitled and think you deserve your first client. And then that it is truly possible. It is possible to make money online. I'm now making $110,000 every single month because I learned skills and I wasn't entitled when I started. It took me 4 months to land my first client. You knowing this, you can land your first client in 2 weeks. But the most important thing is to just not give up. I'm truly so grateful that I didn't give up. And I truly hope that you're not gonna give up either. As always, have an awesome fucking day and make sure to subscribe. I love you guys. Peace.